Okay, welcome to our Streamyard training workshop. And I hope that this would be helpful, especially for the plan of IGSL to go online. I have recommended Streamyard as a tool. So if this doesn't work out, I'll be crucified most likely. But anyway, somebody should pray as we start. So Pastor Andy, can you do the honors of praying since you're the most spiritual one among all of us?
Yes, he is. He
Pastor
is.
Eric, let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. Thank you, Lord, for your goodness and faithfulness to us. And thank you, Lord, for allowing us to learn technology that can be helpful, Lord, in our ministry and in school, Lord. Bless
Yeah.
us, Lord, we learn. And thank you, Lord, for Pastor Paul. In Jesus'
Mhm.
name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. So let's begin. Let me share my screen with you. All right. So what you see here would be the Streamyard.com very basic interface. To get into this, all you have to do is, of course, register in Streamyard.com. Now, the good thing about Streamyard is that they do not use passwords all you have to do is register with your email, and then they will email you a passcode or a number that would give you access to this interface. Now, that passcode can be also given to others, interestingly, if you want somebody else, for example, to, what do you call this, to, you know, be co-hosting with you. All right. So, but the number will still go to to the person who owns the account. So he or she will have the option to give that number to whoever he or she wants to, give access to the main editor. I mean, the main screen.
Yeah,
So
that passcode, does it change every time you log in,
yes,
or
yes,
okay,
it
very
changes.
secure?
Yeah, it's secure. It changes. So each time another person would log in, Streamer would send a passcode to you again. So you will have to, uh, copy that and give that to that person each time he or she logs on. So anyway, just to give you a, an orientation concerning the interface itself. So it's very basic, as you can see, all right? And then on the left side, you have broadcast and destinations, okay? And then inside, you will have upcoming broadcast, a create broadcast, and then past broadcast. So it's not really that complicated, but let me just explain this. Let's start with the destinations over here. So destinations are those places that you want your broadcast to go. And you have different options. So if I click this, I have different options as to where I would want my broadcast to go. But it depends on your account. So the account that IGS has would only allow IGSL to broadcast to 2 locations. Okay, so whoever is the one controlling the account can choose either a Facebook page, a Facebook group, a Facebook profile, and that is your personal profile, LinkedIn page, LinkedIn event, LinkedIn profile, YouTube channel, Periscope. Okay, so you can choose. And then there are 2 others, which is the Switch and the Custom RTMP. Now, the Custom RTMP is the most, exciting one because it actually allows you to expand your reach, especially using the Restream platform, which I'll talk about in a little while. But anyway, when you want to decide on where you want to broadcast, first you have to create the destination, and when you do so, you just follow the prompting, and it would do all the back work, all the back end work, and it would what would happen is that it would result into this kind of list, as you can see here. This will be the different places that I am able to broadcast. So Facebook group, Facebook page, different things that I could broadcast. So I could just decide. I only have a pro account, so I can only broadcast to two. But I've created a destination which is an RTMP destination. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the RTMP destination? It's a wrist stream. It's below, so maybe I should.
Yeah, it's at the very bottom.
Yeah, it's at the bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, I don't know if you can see it now, but yeah, it's supposed to be at the bottom. Anyway, go back to 100%. All right. So let me just go back to broadcast again. All right. So here at the past broadcast, you have all the different shows that you've done already,
Phone?
and you can revisit that, and you can enter the broadcast studio again, and so forth. You can view the Facebook post of it, and I'll show you how it's done. And then you can download the recording of it, but only up to 7 days. So whenever you do a show, you can only, the system would only keep your recordings for 7 days. So if you want to download it, then you have 7 days to do that. Okay. So I guess the best way to show you how this is done.
Okay. Bon, can I ask one question?
Sure. Yeah.
As you were talking about destinations, Facebook, custom art, TMP, and then there was also Facebook, YouTube.
Yes.
Can you explain about that option?
Okay, so you can actually, like here, for example, I have created destinations for my YouTube channel called RLCC Sermons, also Real Life Christian Communities, also Global Leadership Network, also my account, and so forth. I can do as many as I like. I can create as many destinations as I like. But for the actual broadcast, I can only choose two.
Sure,
all right?
sure.
So I can just prepare them in terms of option, but when I do create a broadcast, I can only choose two. So let me create a broadcast, which I will be doing today, this afternoon. So James, you have a question? Go ahead.
Well, I'm just curious of between those three options. So you have, you talked about three options out of Facebook, and then there's the custom that has the rebroadcast capacity,
Yeah.
and then
We
there's
have,
YouTube.
yeah, there's basically, in terms of platforms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Now under Facebook, you have three options: page, group, or profile. And in LinkedIn, it depends. LinkedIn doesn't just allow you to broadcast, so you have to apply for permission. So I don't use that really. They're very tedious actually.
Yeah.
The YouTube channel, then that's easier, because when you create a YouTube channel, like for example, if I create a YouTube channel like this, then it would ask me for my sign-in, credentials going to my YouTube and all of that. Okay, so
Sure,
I'll just cancel that for now. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you just follow through the promptings, and it would create the connection.
My question is the relative merits between those three options. Is there anything
It
outstanding?
depends on your audience. It depends on your audience. As you well know, YouTube is more, it's easier to share YouTube actually. Okay. If you try to broadcast on a group, you cannot really share that. When you broadcast on a page, yes, you can share that within the Facebook. But YouTube has a greater potential in terms of sharing.
Okay.
But like I said, custom RTMP is also, Pastor Eric is using OBS. In OBS, when you're streaming OBS, it uses RTMP, okay? And so RTMP is a very flexible tool for expanding your reach. So any more questions with regard to the destinations?
Yeah, Kuya. So
Yes,
ibig
go.
sabihin, you could actually broadcast to two channels. Like,
Right.
So at the same time, is that for the free account or for the paid account?
For the free account, you can only broadcast to one.
Okay.
And you cannot remove the logo. And you cannot change
the
any
duck.
yeah. So you cannot change all of those. So minimum is the pro account. And then if you go to the next one, that will allow you to broadcast to 5 accounts.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
It really depends on, and there's a workaround on that, and that's why I use Restream, because that allows me to expand my reach, okay, without adding, without upgrading my account in StreamYard. Although it's still, beneficial to upgrade your account in StreamYard if you have the money, no? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
If we have the money like you. Now, Kuya Bong, you mentioned that it records, StreamYard records your file, keeps a record of your file for 7 days. But if you live stream on YouTube, YouTube, Facebook, they also have their own record, right? They also keep the video there.
sure. So
Okay,
that
okay.
actually solves the problem for the 7 days. Because
I
if
see.
you broadcast to YouTube, also in Facebook, it records, right?
Okay.
So the video actually stays there, and also in YouTube, which of course, if you own that account, you can download it later on from YouTube. So that's a workaround actually, and so you don't have to be limited by the 7-day limitation. Okay, but at the same time, by the way, if I create a broadcast over here, as you can see, I have all my created destinations, and I can choose where I want to broadcast, or I can just simply skip and then say record only, which means that it is an option for me to just create a video and then just record it without broadcasting. So just like what you can do in OBS, or what you can do maybe in Camtasia or other tools, where you can just record a video without necessarily going live. All right. Okay. So for example, if I click this, skip record only, and then I say test, all right. So I could create a broadcast that simply says test, and then I create it. So this would happen afterwards. Okay. There will be a configuration from their side, and then this would appear. So they would check your my camera. Unfortunately, I'm using my camera in what do you call this, in in Zoom. So unless I have another camera, which unfortunately I don't have, so that's why nothing comes out there. All right, but okay. So if I go inside this, so this is how it would look like. So it's basically telling me that I don't have a camera. Okay. So here, as you can see, this is the record-only interface. So in the record-only interface, you would see on the upper right-hand corner, the only thing that you can see there is record, okay, and then edit, all right? Those are only the two comments that you can see up there, which means if I press that, it will just record, okay? And then after I record, it would, give me the option to download it on my computer after I record. But it doesn't broadcast anywhere, all right? So it doesn't broadcast anywhere. Right, so let me just leave this place right now, but I could not see where it is. How do I hide this? I need to bring it up, right? All right, there. Okay, so I leave this. Okay, and then okay. So now, as you can see, because I did not use that broadcast that I created, it still remains there in my interface until I actually record. So if I record, this one would disappear and it would go to past broadcast, right? But I can still change this anytime I want to, all right? So anyway, so I'll just leave it there. It's just as an example, okay? Now I would create an actual broadcast that I would do at 4 o'clock so that you would see how I do it, all right? So I would create a broadcast, and then I would broadcast to our page, and then I would also broadcast to Restream.io, and I'll show you why I do that, because I'm only allowed in 2 destinations, so I choose our page and then Restream.io, and then I will title it, okay, Keys to Real Life Session 5, all right. Now, in the description, I've already prepared my description, so I'll just copy and paste it so I don't have to write it again. So here in the description, I will just paste it there, all right? And then I would schedule for later. Now my webinar is at 4 o'clock, but first I have to upload a thumbnail image because this will appear in social media. So I would choose my thumbnail, which is a 1280 by 720 image, which can easily be done in PowerPoint. You know, just create an image in PowerPoint and then download it as a JPEG image, or you have a 1280 by 720 image. All right. So this was created in PowerPoint. Okay, so very easy. So now I would just put the time. All right. So this would be 4 o'clock p.m. All right. Now let me just bring it up here. Okay. And so it would say customize for each destination. So I would click that. All right. So now I'm here. All right. Let me see. How do I bring it up? Right. Okay, there you go. All right. So when I click this, you notice it's Keys to Real Life Session 5, scheduled, public. All right. And then over here also public. Okay. So I would create broadcast. Now, since I'm doing two things at the same time, it's slower than usual. I hope the sponsor of Pastor Eric would also sponsor me so I can buy a new laptop. But anyway, let me just proceed. Just kidding, Pastor Eric. I'm just a joker. Okay. Anyway, so enter Broadcast Studio. All right. So just like we did earlier, enter Broadcast Studio. And since I do not have a camera, an extra camera, so therefore I cannot show it to you. Now I can change it if I have an extra one. I can change my maybe I can try. So I can just move this one, all right, and try my laptop camera. Is it possible? Let's see if it's possible. Okay, it's not working. All right, and then for my audio, I can also choose a different one. I can also choose green screen if I want to. Okay, so unfortunately it won't work. All right, so I go to enter without mic and cam. But just for you to know, all right? Because I'm doing two platforms and Zoom is using my camera and my microphone, so I could not really do anything else. So anyway, so this would be my seminar for 4 o'clock. Now it says here below, you are not part of the stream yet. Click to add your audio and video. Now, normally if I click this like this one, it would come up over here and show my video, okay? Unless I turn off my video in Zoom. Maybe I can do that, right? Is it okay? If I turn off my video in Zoom, let's see if it works. If I turn off my video in Zoom, will it allow me to change my microphone, my camera? Still no, it's really still using it. So Zoom is a very selfish software. It won't allow me to use. But anyway, below you can see there's unmute, start cam mic, share screen, invite, and then leave studio. Okay. Now, just for those of you who are already used to Zoom, this share screen is of course self-explanatory. That means if I share my screen, which is also accessible if I have a guest, my guest can also share his screen if he wants to. Okay. And then this cam mic is simply for controlling the settings. So if I click cam mic, it will just control the settings. Now, if I click invite over here, then I can copy this link over here, copy it on clipboard, send it by mail or send it by messenger, and that person, whoever has it, would be able to go inside the studio. All right? Okay. So if I give this to one of you, you won't be able to go in. And who has a double camera? Anybody here has a double camera? Okay, no one. Yeah, I think we can do this if we use my, right, if I use my phone instead. That's a good thing about it. So I'll just, wait a second. Paul, can you give me my Android? Paul? All right. Enter friends. Oh, this is send message. This is not what I want. All right. Sorry about that. I'll just copy it via. All right. What is our group? SAF? No. All right. What is my group? What is the, that's a group?
Advancement.
Huh?
Advancement.
Let me just copy it then so that it will be easier. All right. And then I will just go to my messenger. Okay. So now you will see my Facebook. Yay. All right. I have no more privacy. It's okay. Okay. So we can do this if I use my Android. All right. So let's go over here. Wait a second. I just get my Android.
Neil, welcome.
Hi, Kuya.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right. So I'll put it in the group, right? Where's our group? Dun, 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 dun. Where's the group? This one, all right? Okay, this is the group. So I'll put the link over here. Now, since you're using are you using your laptop or whatever? You can use your cell phone instead, okay, to access this. So I'll use my cell phone so that I can have a camera, all right? All right. I just need to turn on my cell phone. All right. Okay. So I would go to SAF, click the Streamyard thing, and all right. Okay.
Kuya, I'm trying it. I entered the broadcast studio na.
Okay. Wow. Talk about fast, huh? Okay.
I'm backstage.
All right, good. All right. So I'll add him there in front. Okay. So
There.
I have to add myself too. All right. Wait a second. I just have to add myself.
Okay.
Copy.
May delay siya ng mga 2-3 seconds.
Yeah, it's normal for it's normal
Yeah.
for video, you know.
You have to download the app, no? Pag sa tama ba?
No, there's no app to download. You just use your Chrome browser, okay?
Ah.
So I'm entering myself. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, I forgot to turn off my mic. Sorry about that. Yeah, should turn off my mic first. There you go. All right, apologies, sir. Forgive me. It's the first time I'm doing this. Okay. All right. Once again, let's do it again. All right. Okay. So there you go. So it's basically because of the Zoom, guys. I'm getting a problem here. But anyway, so Pastor Eric, you're using, oh, you're muted, because you're using it in Zoom. All right, it's okay. But Pastor Eric, are you using a phone for this? You're using a phone? All right, okay. So, is there anyone else who can log in so that I can show it? So even though I'm not being seen, I can actually control anyone who comes out in the, so I need another person to please log in using your phone.
So I've logged in.
Studio. What will I click? Continue with YouTube, continue with Facebook.
No, you just click the link that I sent in SAF.
And then it shows here, like this one.
You have to,
Yeah,
are you using an
I
iPhone?
chose to enter through Facebook.
Yeah, okay, you can choose to enter via Facebook.
So I'm already in. Boom.
Maybe you need to say, is it being logging it? I need to see you here in the studio.
I can't imagine why you're not, huh?
Yeah, it's
You
not
have to
appearing.
log in as Facebook.
Oh, I see. I have to enter.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I'm backstage now.
Yeah, I see you. All right. So there's the two of you there. Okay. So the options is either singular like this. All right. Wherein I decide which one comes out. All right. This is called the solo layout. All right.
I am entering broadcast studio.
Or I can use a double video like this. Okay. Or I can use a smaller one. Now, if there's a third one, I can use this one over here like that. All right. These are the optional, these are the layout options that I can choose. This one is, this option is if I want to show a screen share. Also, this one is a screen share, and this one is just the main screen share, all right? So I hope that Neil can join us so that I can show the three of you. We can have 10 people on screen, all right? Up to 10 people only, although that would be a commotion. But we can have 10 people. It's possible to have 10 people there, all right?
You have to add me, Bong, I think.
No, you have to appear first. You're not yet appearing before I can add you. Did you enter? Did you click enter? Oh, there. I see you. All right. So now, so there's the three of you, the three people there. So let's pretend I'm the person, the technical person at the back. Let's say this is Pastor Andy. So I don't have to be seen, right? You don't have to see me on the screen, right? I can just control it at the back end. Now, this background over here, I'll explain that a little bit, but let me just repeat the layout. So this layout is solo, so I can put anybody here. Whoever is the director, I can show whoever is on screen, okay? Or I can use a double kind of side-by-side layout. Or I can use this one, which is smaller, okay? Or I can use this one wherein one person is big, or maybe this person is big. All right, sorry about that. Where am I? All right, good. All right, so whoever would be speaking would be the bigger one. And then this one would be if there's a PowerPoint or, whatever screen share you're sharing, all right? So there, okay. Do you have any questions so far as I'm explaining these different options here? So far, so good? All right, okay. So let me just move this picture over here, maybe on this side over here. Okay. So now, you will notice here on my right hand, this right hand side here. Oh, wait a second. This blue button over here says go live. If I click that, after a few seconds, I will broadcast to all the destinations that I have chosen, which I will not do right now because otherwise you will be seen everywhere around in all my different destinations. I won't do that right now, okay? But okay, we will look at this later on. Okay, this Facebook thing. Let me just orient you about this one. You see here, these are comments. Okay, so as the show is going on, people are going to make comments, and it would appear here, and I can also respond to them. Okay, I can say, you know, hello everyone. All right. And wherever they're watching in any of the destinations that I have determined, they would see that. Like in this case, it's a page. All right. So the people would see my.
I saw that, Kuya.
Yes. All right. Okay. Good. Excellent. So now this is the part where I think you would be interested in. Now banners are. This is you know, one of those interesting things that you can do with StreamYard. If I click this and show, you would notice below, this is called a ticker, okay? So it just goes on for as long as I don't unshow it, all right? Now I can create a banner, a normal one, and I can say, hello world, okay? And I would not use this one, scroll across bottom sticker, I'll just say add banner. And so when I show it, then it's like that. It automatically adjusts the videos upward. And then there's a lower thirds. It's called the lower thirds. So you can put points there. You can put, you know, anything that you want. So if there's a person at the back, while two people are talking, he can actually change this. All right. He can change this and use whatever. Let's say Neil said something really profound, you know, something profound. All right. So let's say somebody is at the back, Pastor Andy, listening to what Pastor Neil is talking. Is this the right spelling? Something profound? Okay. Neil Mamburam. All right. So let's say that is what I heard from the conversation, and I would just show it, just like on TV. All right. So while like Pastor Eric is saying something, then somebody is typing whatever it is that he's saying. Okay, and he would be able to bring that out. Okay, I'm not sure if that's a correct spelling, but anyway. Okay, so let's go to the branding. Okay, this one is very interesting. Okay, so in the branding, first you can decide your color. All right. Now it could be an IGSL color or whatever color you like. Okay, so let's just what is the color of IGSL? I don't know.
Blue.
Right, something blue like that. Okay. So I can use these two themes. I could go default like this so that all your names will appear, or I could just use minimal, which is smaller. Okay. So right now, those are the only two options in StreamYard. Now, when you are on a paid account, you can choose your logos, right? You can put logos, or you know, you can add. But if you are just using the free account, then you are cursed by this logo. Okay, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, this is the only thing that will appear. Okay, now the overlay. This one is an exciting feature of StreamYard because you can do just about anything with an overlay, right? You can upload transparent PNGs, all right? Like, for example, like this, which overlays on the screen. You know what an overlay? It goes on top of the screen, all right? For example, this one, it just goes out on top, okay? Or I can create a video overlay. Right? So if it's a video overlay, it goes on top, and then when it's done, it will be over, and then it would appear, I mean, the videos will appear again, okay? So I can create videos. Now they have a new feature. I think the overlay is up to several minutes now. I think 5 minutes. What is the feature now? It's okay. You can use PNG, GIF with a transparent background. Don't cover yourself. Basically, the maximum file size is 10 megabytes. All right, maximum video length is 5 minutes. Okay, so you can actually put 5 minutes. I use that often when I create intros and outros, For example, I would do this. I created this in Wave Video. All right. So this is, created in Wave Video. All right. So that's created in Wave Video, which is a free tool for you to, create videos like that, after up to 15 seconds. All right. Okay. So you can add as many as you like. Now on this top side here, if I click this, I can create different brands like IGSL brands, Eric Cortez brand, and whenever I choose that, all right, then it would download all the branding for that particular brand that I created, all right? So I can choose different brands. I can add one, and I can also erase this brand or rename it, okay? So I just go back to our main brand over here, all right? So then after that, you have backgrounds, okay? The backgrounds are those things that you see here at the back. So if I click this, then that is what you will be seeing, this background. All right, it doesn't appear. Where is that? Because of the transparency. All right, sorry about that. The overlay. Okay. It should appear, the background should appear. Wait a second. Not sure why this.
It's on my phone. It's
Yeah?
showing up on my phone. It's just not.
Yeah, it's not showing on mine, so something must be
That's
wrong.
fascinating.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so you can upload whatever background you like.
Kuya, it showed dito sa akin.
I showed in you. Well, that's good.
Yeah,
Huh? Only
yeah,
in
it's
mine. It's showing in mine.
And now it's gone.
Sa akin, hindi rin po.
All right. Okay.
Ayan, lumabas ulit.
Yeah, anyway, I apologize. I don't see it on mine, so maybe my computer is really begging for replacement.
Maybe you're kicked out of the yard.
All right, so this link is of course self-explanatory. You can show display names or you can turn it off so that there are no names, right? If you show the name, you can also change the name, all right? For example, I can change this name. I can make this, Handsome Neil or something, all right? Which I won't do because it's not true. Anyway, just kidding, Neil. All right.
Very handsome, Mr.
So here is the private chat. Here's the private chat. Private chat is if I want to talk with anybody who's inside the studio. All right. So if you're a guest, all you will see on your side would be comments and private chat. That's all you'll see on your side. Do you see it on your screen? Because you are a guest, you only see comments and private chat. You will only see the banners and the brand in the setting if you are a host.
Yeah, I could see the private chat.
Right. Okay. So you can see my private chat.
I can answer.
Right. Although in my experience, it's harder to use this when you're live. So I use a different tool to try to talk to people, but it depends on you. Anyway, this one, because this will distract you if you're the only one operating. That's why if IGSL will do this, it would be good if there's somebody at the background, all right? Like Pastor Andy, somebody working on these things on the background. So whoever is on live on the screen would not worry about the technical stuff, okay? All right, so the settings is still the same, all right? So I would go to here, and then I would say view on Facebook, all right? View on Facebook. Are you still seeing my screen so far?
Yeah.
All right. So it would lead me to the Facebook page where I, I chose the destination, which is Facebook, our Facebook page. So this is how it will appear in my Facebook page. Can you see that? All right.
Yeah.
So that's how it would appear. All right. Okay. So far so good. All right. So you cannot change this from here. If you want to change it, you have to go back to StreamYard and change it here. Edit. Okay. You can change it from the Facebook side. But whatever you do over here on StreamYard would automatically be reflected on the Facebook page if that's your destination. All right. Okay. So far, so good. Any questions before I continue? All right. So let me just go to this one. This is PXLR. Which is what I use for creating transparent overlays. So pixlr.com is a free software where you can create transparent overlays that you can then upload to StreamYard if you want to create one. All right. So this is easy. Those of you who knows Photoshop or whatever, you can easily create different kinds of transparent overlays. Okay. It's a free software. For those who might be more tech savvy, you can use, of course, Photoshop to do that. I'm not very good at Photoshop. I'm just a simple man, so I just use pxlr.com. All right. Can you still see my screen so far? Is it still appearing? All right. So let me go to Restream. So Restream is something that I use to connect my StreamYard to more destinations. Okay. So instead of being limited only to 2, I can add many other channels. Like here in this case, I have 5 more channels, and I simply copy the RTMP URL and the stream key, which I then use in this particular kind of destination, this one over here, all right? I use this destination, okay? So that basically automatically comes out. And also in my there's another site that we use where it comes out, okay? So this is our online, website. It's called tv.rlcc.ph. So our stream goes here. Sorry about that. I should go to the actual. I don't know if I could show it over here. Wait a second. It should be incognito. Can you see my incognito or not? Does my incognito appear? No. All right, so I'll stop sharing and I'll share a new one. All right. Okay. So so that you would see how it looks like. So it's taking decades to appear. It won't appear. I don't know why. Because my computer, my internet is probably... All right, okay. So you see this? This one uses RTMP, all right? So this site basically goes live when I go live, all right? So when I go live, this screen will go live, all right? And so this one is our, basically, our station, like ABS-CBN, which hopefully they would not shut down. Anyway, just kidding. So this is ABS-CBN. So this is where we broadcast all our different shows. All right, so I'll just stop sharing that. All right. Okay, all right. So do you have any more questions about how that works out? Okay, yeah, okay, right. So we're still here in StreamYard. You're still here. So if I want to end it, I'll just go to brand and then use my outro. So maybe IGSL can create their own outro, whatever you like. Okay. All right. Anyway, so it's not working because it's over. It's being right. There's too much. So many so many platforms are open. Okay. So stop sharing. All right. There you go. All right. That's it. Any questions? Oh, sorry. Where's my camera? All right. All right. Any questions?
Kuya,
Yes, po. Yes.
yung PowerPoint, so you have to share your screen sa StreamYard.
Yes. You have to.
PowerPoint.
Yeah. You choose the PowerPoint. So if I go back to show it to you, I hope it works. So let me go back to the screen.
Ay, nag-out na ako sa StreamYard.
Yeah, we're here, right? So, are you still here? Only James is here, no?
Nag-out na ako.
Nag-out ka na. So, only James is here. Is it true? James? James, are you here? Anyway.
No, I already left.
You already left. All right. So, anyway, if I share my screen over here, I can choose the entire screen, application window, or a Chrome tab. All right? Whichever I want to use. All right? So, where is my PowerPoint? All right, it should be out there. So my PowerPoint should be here. All right, I cannot see my PowerPoint. Oh, there you go. That's where my PowerPoint. All right, so I can share my PowerPoint. Can you see it? I don't know if it's appearing. Is it appearing?
Yun.
All right, can you see it? From StreamYard?
Yeah.
Got it? All right, so anyway.
Kailan kuya, StreamYard, basically all these controls are online.
Yeah.
It's not like you have an app in your laptop that you could put everything there before you go online. Everything is online here.
You put it except PowerPoint. If you can have it in your computer, you don't have to put it. You don't have to upload it to StreamYard. For example, if you're explaining a website or whatever, you don't have to. The only thing that you upload in StreamYard would be images, all right, or videos like intros, outros, those kinds of things that you will be using during your show. But if you are going to use a PowerPoint, you don't have to upload that. There's no way to upload it anyway. So you cannot upload PowerPoint.
Yeah, so what I mean is, katulad sa OBS, sa Open Broadcaster Software, I can prepare everything offline. And then when it's time to live stream, then I go to stream and then go live. And I control everything with that app. Walang ganun ng StreamYard.
Yeah, but well, the problem with, not really the problem, the one limitation for OBS would be you can only stream to one place. StreamYard is a multi-stream platform.
But is it possible to connect OBS with StreamYard? So I
That's a good
control the content and connect it with StreamYard to make the most or to make use of it multiple streaming.
Yeah, I know you can do it in Restream. Okay, you can do it in Restream.
Restream.
Yeah, but I've yet to. Yeah, I'll explore. I haven't really tried that yet. From OBS to StreamYard, I haven't really tried that.
So I like the versatility of OBS.
Yeah, sure.
It's really very good, versatile. So I hope we could connect it.
Yeah,
So that it would be
you
easier.
can connect.
Although Restream is good. Because
Right.
it looks, it has a good potential.
Yeah, I have both accounts on both. You know, Restream and StreamYard, because I needed more destinations. But the free account in Restream would already enable you to broadcast to, you know, to many, up to 30, I think, up to 30. But, you know, some of them are just gaming sites. You don't want to broadcast there. But you can broadcast to YouTube, to your personal profile, and for free. You don't have to get a paid account in Restream to do that. Okay, only if you want to add more destinations. That's when you actually pay for it. All right. Yes, Milton.
Pastor Bong, na-try mo na ba? Pwede ba sa Streamyard yung yung may pre-recorded ka na, example, nag-record ka, di ba? Nag-record ka
Right. Yeah.
you recorded your like yung show mo, whatever show it is. Tapos para you will just like schedule it for streaming na kumbaga yung you're not live, you're just streaming na lang yung ni-record mo. Naka
Well, okay.
pre-scheduled na siya.
Yeah, there are two answers to that. First of all, because StreamYard is a live broadcasting tool, it's primarily used for live broadcast. So the way around it is to share your screen. All right, like if you're playing a video, but you have to have a good computer, laptop, because it might lag. If you have both screens. Okay. What you can use instead, if you're doing pre-recorded, is use one stream. If you want to use multi-streaming, you use one stream for pre-recorded. Okay, which means you pre-record something and then you multi-stream to different sites. That's called one stream. So it's different. It's for a different purpose.
Merienda tayo, merienda.
Hey, yes. All right. Okay.
Merienda.
Any more question or clarification?
Yeah, I've got several. Bong, you showed us restream.io/channel. Is that a paid service that you have?
Yeah, mine is a paid service, but you can get one for free.
Oh, yeah.
It's Restream.io, Restream.io. There's no backlash channel. It's just Restream.
Kuya,
Yeah.
yung Restream, you can broadcast free. You can broadcast to how many channels?
30, the free one.
Oh,
Yeah. But most of them are game channels, except for maybe Twitch. All right. Let me just show you that so that you can have an idea of how many things that you can show there. Where is that? Where is that screen? StreamYard. Right. Okay. Okay. Going back to this. Let's go to Restream. Where is that? All right, Restream. Okay. So can you see my screen? All right. So if I go to add channel, all right, here are the channels. Okay. Personal, profile, live, mixer. Mixer is shutting down. Twitch, YouTube events, Periscope, LinkedIn, all those things. I only use YouTube now. I don't use YouTube. I think I use YouTube events, not YouTube now. Anyway, so these are the other places where you can broadcast for free under a free account. But I don't think IGSL would want that to broadcast there. Here, this one, that's why you have to get paid, because this is the option where you get groups and public pages. All right. And then the custom RTMP again enlarges your reach if you choose that. But you've got to have a paid account to be able to do that. All right. So basically, in my Restream, I have in my Restream, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I can change anytime I like. I can change this one or whatever. Okay. And then they're turned on. Then I can also turn them off at the same time. I can turn them on at the same time, or one by one, whatever I like. I can turn them on all at the same time. And I don't have to worry. So when I close this down, all right, let's say everything is closed. And even though I'm on mobile, all right, I can go to Restream. I can go to StreamYard. I'm anywhere, somewhere, using my mobile, and it would stream automatically to all the sites that I have placed there. All right, all the sites that I've chosen, without me going, checking out all the details. I just do it one time, and then it just automatically streams that whenever I go to StreamYard. That's the beauty of StreamYard. But if you don't want that, if you're just streaming to one page in Facebook, for example, we just use OBS. It will be fine. You can use that. So the question of Pastor Eric, whether OBS can connect to StreamYard, I need to explore that. But Probably it can. I don't know. I'm not yet sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bong, after we've gone live, after it's been recorded, how can it's possible to edit the recording?
Sure, of course, yeah. If you have somebody who knows how to edit videos.
And is there special resources that we need to do that?
You just need a video editor. There are video editors that are free,
Sure.
live, there are downloadable video editors. For video editors, you've got to use, high-end computers because it uses up a lot of resources. So it must be i7 at least.
Sure.
Because like for my computer, it's only i5. So whenever I do video editing, it just
Okay.
freezes.
Sure. And then, so we have a live stream, we download the recording, we edit it, and then we embed the link to our webpage at IGSL so people can access this. Out of curiosity, where do we keep the recording? Where is that located?
Well, it's up to you. If you put it in YouTube, you can make it unlisted if you don't want anybody to find it. If you go make it public, then it's searchable. If you don't want it in YouTube, you can put it in Vimeo. All of those platforms have embed codes.
Okay.
You can just copy and put it in your website. All right. But in the Philippines, there's a motto. In the Philippines, nothing is impossible. So everybody just steals everything whenever they want to. So it's really very hard to protect content nowadays. But there are ways to work around it.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you upload it somewhere, if for example IGSL as a place to put their videos safely, and then just use embed codes. And there are companies who provide that kind of service.
Sure.
Where they
So,
can put their
out of
videos.
curiosity, Andy, is that the practice of IGSL? Is there a site where we put our videos?
So, Kuya, we only have those in our websites.
Okay.
Yeah. If you upload it on the website itself, that would eat up the, what do you call that? Yeah, what do you call that, Andy? The size of,
Yes.
Yeah, it
And
would
also we are using our,
yeah.
Okay.
That's why usually people use a third party. They
Sure.
upload video somewhere else rather than on their website because it makes
Sure.
the website clunky.
So, because very soon, as we think about these webinars cascading out, it's fill up pretty quick.
Yeah, I would recommend that you get Vimeo Pro account where you can upload all the videos and make them unlisted so they're safe. Nobody can get to them.
Yep.
So you can always get the embed code and put it on the website of IGSL. Now, if you want engagement, that's another thing, because if you want engagement, that means people commenting and chatting. Then Restream.io would be a very good tool because it has a chat option, so that people, wherever they're watching, if they're watching in Periscope, they're watching in YouTube, as they are reacting, you can see it all in Restream, and you can engage with them.
Yep.
But if you don't want that, if you just want VOD, video on demand, no need for engagement, then typical, YouTube or Vimeo account would do well for that.
Yeah. As we're using StreamYard, people can type in their questions and send it in, but there's no way to, they would have to be invited as a guest in order to pose a live question, right?
Well, if you're broadcasting in Facebook group, only the members of the group can interact with that video. It cannot be seen by anyone else. If you broadcast on a page, then anyone can go to the page and see it.
Yeah, what I mean is, so, you were broadcasting to us a few minutes ago, and so there was Eric, Neil, and I that were on the screen. if someone else was listening through the live stream and wanted to ask a voiceover question, is there an option for that?
Sorry, no, they have to be invited to the show
Yeah,
in
yeah,
order for them to be heard.
sure, sure. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. It's much more control this way. You know, we see their questions typed out and then we can decide which to take and
It's
not.
unlike a Zoom call. In a Zoom call, you can have 100 people all talking at the same time, which is, you know, something typical to
Sure.
emotion. Okay. So anyway, dogs barking and all of that. They can all be part of the Zoom call. And as you well know, the Zoom call can be broadcasted too, right?
Sure.
All right. So the Zoom meeting can be broadcasted. So that's another way of doing it if you want everybody to be there. But you have no control as to who will be watching it unless you broadcast it to a group. Okay. But if you broadcast it to a page, then anybody can watch whatever it is that you're talking about.
Sure, sure. Okay, so if no one else has any questions, let me show you a couple slides. So, Bom, thank you so much for that orientation.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Let me just share some of the developments recently. And we've moved forward with these two dates of the 14th and the 21st with video, our webinars, virtual ministry from baby steps to best practices. So Bong taking the lead with those, assisted by Eric and then Milton. We're hoping that you will join because these two topics are basically built around the suggestions that you had submitted there to our messenger page. But going back to this list, so we have those first two items there that we have blocked in, and it's people of our SAF advancement team taking the lead there. However, there's a couple of other things that are going on. We had thrown out the idea to the leadership team, the idea of a town hall meeting. And they're open to that idea, but they haven't given us an exact day. So it's possible it could be a week from today, not a Tuesday broadcast like we were encouraging. Either the 9th or the 16th, a Thursday broadcast. And hopefully they will get back to us soon. Then also there's the Storytellers Conference that will be starting on July the 27th that IGSL will be offering. And Todd Norvell, who used to be with us, is the person for that. And Dan Hubert, our faculty, will be the interviewer. And they're looking at either the 16th or the 17th. Hopefully they'll go with the 16th, which is a Thursday night. So with those two activities, there may be one that happens even before. If the leadership team goes with July the 9th, that would mean that would be the first webinar that would be offered by IGSL.
The entire LT or just one person?
They're still hashing that through. It would probably be an assorted group of people. So the host would be probably Nimrod, and then Tom would definitely be there, probably Brian, probably Jeff, and then probably someone from Abraham or someone from leadership programs. So
okay.
Somewhat of a cluster to be followed up in August by this second meeting, which would probably be the whole LT, as they have more exact answers of exactly.
How many are they?
Oh, I don't know, 6, but they'd certainly fit under the maximum of 10.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So, and a couple things here. So these two dates, Neil has agreed to look after JP and Danny on these ideas, but you may want to, Neil, you may want to wait a little because these dates may be taken by LT. They may take the 28th or the August the 4th. So, whoops. So you may want to wait for a few days just to figure out, to hear what's going on there. And then the other thing that's come into place is Frank had suggested this idea of staying strong in the storm. And from another source came the suggestion of the voice of a counselor. And so Ati Rosa Pardue is the person we're thinking of for that. So a number of topics are lining up for us.
Mm-hmm.
So we're aiming for 4 initial webinars by the end of July. We'll probably exceed that number with these other events popping in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good news. We're looking forward to progress in these areas.
Okay. So for the July 14 and July 21, are we going to have guests? Or is it just Eric and myself who will be talking?
Ikaw ang bahala. So if you and Eric and Milton, if you want to be the 3 experts, and you can wear masks if you want, no, so to conceal your identity.
Yeah.
It's completely up to you whether you want to pull in others or just draw on your own wisdom that's there. Okay?
All right.
Into the our messenger box, I put in this a few minutes ago, general details on our webinars. We're looking at maximum of 1 hour. Preferred time and date is 9 p.m. on Tuesday nights. But alternate suggestion should say Thursday, not Tuesday. And then our preferred format, the dialogue with someone from IGSL, interviewing one or others with expertise. And then the progression, dialogue on the topic, question and answer section, and then end by promoting the IGSL, next IGSL webinar or other linking activities. Tentative title for the webinar that had been recommended by Pastor Eric, Iron Sharpening Moments, and then the copy of the edited video would be available later on through the IGSL website.
Mm-hmm.
Those broad features.
So who would be making the overlay for that? Or
So hence the questions. So with our team, if using Messenger, you can pass on to me what are the requests of features that you would like. And with Andy, I was talking with Cynthia, and so she has asked that for the specific request that we would have to you and your team, to the ICT Information Communication Technology team, that I would pass it on to you, carbon copy to her. So from our SAF advancement team, as you have suggestions, requests of things. So like you were talking today, Neil, about the, Bong, about the idea of an outro, and then it would be good to have an intro as well, a consistent one that we're using. So those would be great things to prepare. But if you have suggestions, overlays, etc., please let me know. If some of you want to do that, great. If not, we'll see if the ICT team can put it together for us.
mm-hmm. Okay. I'm sure there are a lot of talented people in IGSL, like Pastor Andy and Kim,
Sure, and Rafi.
Milton, and you know, because Pastor Eric and I would probably just talk our way into this. It would just be
Too busy to do it.
our gift of talking.
Kuya, so the official title is From Baby Steps to Best Practices. I remember we considered the option From Bloopers to Best Practices. Make it, a bit funny.
Oh, so that would be your preference?
Well, well, depends on Kuya Bong, pero ako, I would suggest that.
So what did you guys
Bloopers
talk-
to. Although I don't know if it's an American expression. I think baby steps would be more multicultural, maybe.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
usually bloopers are those things that you show at the end of a show, all right? To show what were the mistakes while you were doing it. Usually that's
Because
the meaning.
I'm going to talk about my mistakes because I'm an expert in mistakes.
Yeah, so it could be bloopers or baby steps. I think I would prefer.
Which is more catchy.
Yeah, I would prefer baby steps because it identifies, the stage that most people are in right now. Like they're trying to figure out how this is done. And that includes the bloopers, of course. Maybe we can add the bloopers, baby steps bloopers to best practices.
It's too long.
No.
Sige, I'll go with you, Kuya Bong, baby steps.
Okay.
So if you, again, just talk it through. If you come up with an agreement, just let us know. These things that I was sharing, these are not etched in stone. They're working titles. So
Right.
feel free to revise them, edit them, and change them. Okay.
Okay, James,
Yes.
for July and August, what we are concentrating on are the webinars that we'll be offering to our community, right? So is it safe to assume that by end August or by September, we will be on a platform of providing some sort of a class that we can offer online, just like what I think Eric and I were discussing while meetings back in terms of servant steward leadership, leading change, and transformational leadership.
Our team, the advancement team, is not specifically tasked in that area. It's the other team number 1. We have these things in place, and we've talked about before, and we've thrown out those suggestions. I pass those suggestions on to them. So there will be a whole lot of things like that happening. So the answer is yes, they'll be happening, but they won't be in our webinars, other than it would seem very wise. Like if you'll be teaching on servant steward leadership, it seems wise to do a half-hour webinars that would be a promotional feed toward it, drawing.
So our
people.
team is more focused on webinars.
I'm sorry?
Our team, our
That's-
advancement
that's
team,
right.
our advancement team is focused basically on webinars.
That's right. However, as we have suggestions, we can very carefully carry those across to the other team that's looking at the certificates and these programs. So they're the ones who came up with story runners and the orality training. They're the ones who came up with that, and then we're the ones. So we're working closely with them. If it's something bigger than a webinar, we let them run with it. And if it's more of a webinar, expanding the attention that IGSL, expanding the access to IGSL, that's who we are. We're the door openers, and they're the ones who drive the heavy equipment through those doors, kind of thing. Okay?
Okay po.
So Neil, keep with the ideas of those seminars that we can pull across. And I know that they've been, I guess we will hear about this I'm not sure, as a faculty team, when our next gathering, but they're already coming up with a lot of different things that are like certificate of participation, and something that's more serious, certificate of training. So they're looking at those kind of 2 levels of things.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining. I'd really like to talk with Andy. And Bong, is it possible that you're the one who set up our Zoom? Is it possible to keep it open for maybe 10 minutes? Or
I have a show already at 4, so I'm sorry. I need to
Okay,
use.
you have to go. All right, so Andy, I'd like to talk with you. So I will send you, I'll set up another Zoom meeting in a minute, and then if you can join me for a Zoom meeting for maybe 10 minutes. Okay? Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
So, bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
so
so much.
God bless. Thank you.
Okay.